Shanti. Good morning. Today's Murli for 26th March 25. The essence is, sweet children, you have caught hold of the Father's hand. By continuing to remember the Father while living at home with your family, you will become Satopradhan from Tamopradhan. Question: what enthusiasm should you children have? What method should you use to become seated on the throne? So, what enthusiasm should you children have? And what method should you use to become seated on the throne? Answer: constantly have the enthusiasm that the Father, the ocean of knowledge, gives you platefuls of the jewels of this knowledge every day. To the extent that you remain in yoga, accordingly your intellects will continue to become pure. Only those eternal jewels of this knowledge will go with you. In order to be seated on the throne, follow the mother and father completely. Move forward according to his Srimad, Shiv Baba's Srimad. Also make others equal to yourselves. Om Shanti. Where are you spiritual children sitting at this time? You would say we are sitting in the university or school of the spiritual father. So yesterday also Baba reminded us, remember that where are you sitting? We are sitting to study. We are sitting in a school, godly school. It is in our intellects that we are sitting in front of the spiritual father. That father is explaining the significance of the beginning, middle, and end of the world. He is also showing us how the rise and fall of Bharat takes place. The Bharat that was pure is now impure. Bharat was crowned. So who then gains victory over it? Ravan. Ravan snatched the crown of sovereignty. The kingdom was lost, so it was a fall. There is no king. If there were one, he would be impure. Only in this Bharat were there Sun dynasty emperors and empresses. There were Sun dynasty emperors and Moon dynasty kings. These aspects are now in your intellects. No one in the world knows these things. You children know that your spiritual father is teaching you. You are holding your spiritual father's hand. Although you live at home with your families, it is in your intellects that you are now standing at the confluence age. We are going from this impure world to that pure world. The Iron Age is an impure age. The Golden Age is a pure age. Impure human beings go in front of the idols of pure human beings and salute them. So impure human beings go to in front of the deity idols because the deities were pure and they salute them. After all, they too were human beings who belonged to Bharat, but they had divine virtues. You children know that you are now imbibing such divine virtues from the Father. We will not make this effort in the Golden Age. There we don't need to remember the Father. We don't need any to imbibe divinity. We would already be living a divine birth in Golden Age. So Baba says we don't need to remember him there. There you receive the fruit. Here you have to make effort to imbibe divine virtues. Constantly check yourself. To what extent am I remembering Baba and becoming Satopradhan from Tamopradhan? To the extent that you remember the Father, accordingly you will become Satopradhan. The Father is eternally Satopradhan. It is now an impure world, an impure Bharat. It was a pure Bharat in the pure world. Many different people come to you at the exhibitions. Some say just as food is necessary, so this vice too is food. Without it, we would die. Nowadays, people talk this way. They say that, oh, we have to go, we have to get wise, we have to eat meat. Now, where is the protein coming from then? Huh? So, all these things they will talk about. However, there is nothing like that. Sannyasis become pure. Do they really die after becoming pure? So, all of us, Brahmakumars and Kumaris, remain pure. We are living very happily. For those who speak like that, it is understood that they must be great sinners like Ajamil. Ajamil is a character in the stories where he was so sinful that he would kill people, do bad things with his own daughter, with right. So it was very bad character. So you should tell those who ask you this: would you really die without it? That you are comparing it to food? Those who are to go to heaven will be Sato Pradhan. Then later on, they will go through the stages of Sato, Rajo, and Tamo. Those souls who come later on have never seen the viceless world at all. And that's why they would talk things like this, because they have not seen the viceless world. They don't know what it is. They don't have the sanskars of being in gold and silver age. So those souls would say, we cannot live without it. It will immediately enter the intellects of those who belong to the Sun dynasty that this aspect is true. Truly, there was no name or trace of vice in heaven. Various human beings talk about a variety of things. You understand which ones are to become flowers. Some just remain thorns. The name of heaven is the garden of flowers. This is the forest of thorns. It's also called Garden of Allah, Garden of Adam. So these are names given to heaven. Garden of Allah, which means the world that is created by Allah. So there are different types of thorns. You know that we are now becoming flowers. Truly, Lakshmi and Narayan are roses constantly in bloom. They would be called the kings of flowers. It is the kingdom of divine flowers. Surely they too must have made effort. They became that by studying. You know that we now belong to the family of God. Previously, we didn't know God. The Father has come and created this family. A father first adopts a wife and he then creates children with her. Baba too has adopted this one. So Brahma Baba becomes the wife of Shiv Baba. So Baba has adopted this one and he has created you children through him. All of you are Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. This relationship becomes that of pure household path. The path of sannyasis is that of isolation. No one there calls anyone Mama or Baba. Here you say Mama and Baba. All other satsangs belong to the path of isolation. That means leaving your family, leaving the home. This is the only father whom you call mother and father. The father sits here and explains the pure household path existed in Bharat. It has now become impure. Once again, I am establishing that same pure household path. You know that your religion is one that gives a lot of happiness. So why should you keep the company of those of other old religions? You live in such happiness in heaven. There are palaces of diamonds and precious jewels. Here, no matter how wealthy they may be in America, Russia, etc., there cannot be the happiness of heaven. No one here can build palaces using bricks of gold. After all, palaces of gold only exist in the golden age. Here, Where is the gold anyway? There, diamonds and precious jewels will be studied everywhere. Here, diamonds have become so expensive too. All of this is to turn to dust. Baba has explained in the new world, all the new mines will be full again. All of them now continue to be emptied. They show that the ocean gave a gift of platefuls of diamonds and precious jewels. There, you will receive unlimited diamonds and precious jewels. They even consider the ocean to be a form of a deity, no? Because especially in some places where they fish, they go for fishing in Mumbai. They actually go into the ocean. They worship the ocean, and then the fishermen go into the ocean to fish. uh. So they consider the ocean to be deity. You understand that the Father is the ocean of knowledge. Let there constantly be the enthusiasm that every day the Father, the ocean of knowledge, gives us platefuls of jewelry of this knowledge. That is an ocean of water. The Father gives you, children, the jewels of this knowledge with which you fill your intellects. Your intellects will become pure to the extent that you stay in yoga. Only you take the eternal jewels of this knowledge with you. The main aspects are remembrance of the Father and this knowledge. You children should have a great deal of enthusiasm inside you. The Father is incognito. You are also the incognito army. They say non-violent, unknown warriors. So and so is a very strong warrior. However, it is not possible that the name would not be known. So any famous warrior, they are famous in history. So the government has the full name and address of each and every one. These are your names, the unknown warriors, the non-violent ones. So Baba says only we remain unknown. Even though our names are there in the records, but why Baba calls us unknown warriors is because, first of all, our war is not a physical war. Second, nobody knows that we are even at war with our own vices. It's a very hidden war. And third, we are unknown because people of the world don't know that by fighting our vices, we are creating heaven. So we are very unknown, connecting to the incognito Father, and we are also incognito, hidden. So non-violent warriors. The first violence is vice. This definitely causes sorrow from its beginning through the middle to the end. This is why they say, O purifier, come and purify us impure ones. In that pure world, there cannot be even one impure. You children know that it is only now that you become the children of God in order to claim the inheritance from Him. However, Maya is no less true. One slap from Maya is so hard that she makes you fall completely into the gutter. The intellects of those who fall into vice are completely destroyed. The Father tells you so much. None of you should have love for any bodily being. You have to keep your love for the one Father. Do not become fond of any bodily being. Do not love any bodily being. Have love for the bodiless Father, the one who is without an image. So sometimes, when we are living at home with families and we listen to this, Baba saying, don't have love for any bodily being. What about the children? What about the spouse? What about our parents? So when Baba says, don't have love for any bodily being, have pure love, soul to soul love. But don't have love where there is attachment mixed. Don't constantly just think about them, worry about them. No? So Baba talks about soul to soul love. So the father continues to explain so much. In spite of that, they don't understand. If it is not in their fortune, they become trapped in each other's body. Baba tells you so much that each of you is also the form of a point. The form of a soul and the form of Supreme Soul are definitely the same point of light. A soul cannot be any smaller or larger. Souls are eternal. Each one's part is fixed in the drama. There are now so many human beings, and there will then be 900,000 to a million. At the beginning of Golden Age, the tree is very small, so the population is very less. And then slowly, as the tree grows, more and more souls come down. Time passes, expansion takes place. Total annihilation never happens anyway. So even though Baba says that destruction will happen, that means things will be destroyed, but total annihilation will not take place. Not that the entire world will just burn to ashes. No, it won't happen that way. You know that the souls of all human beings reside in the incorporeal world. They too have a tree. So there is a tree of souls in the soul world. A seed is sown, and the whole tree emerges from that. Initially, two leaves emerge. This too is an unlimited tree. So when you sow a seed, right, in the soil, so the seed is sown, and then the tree starts to form. So here, and then when you see there are like two leaves first, and for those who understand biology, they talk about the seed splits and then two come out, uh, and then slowly, so from two leaves, then more and more come, then the stem comes, and that's how the plant or the tree grows. So in the same way here, the seed is Shiv Baba, the Supreme Soul. Then the two leaves are Baba, Brahma Baba, and Mama, or Lakshmi Narayan. And then the Golden Age, then the Silver Age, and then the branches, right? So that's how the tree grows. It is so easy to explain the picture of the cycle. Churn this. It is now the Iron Age. Only one religion existed in Golden Age, and so there must have been few human beings. There are now so many human beings and so many religions. Where will that many humans who were not here previously go? All souls return back home to the supreme region. All of this knowledge is in your intellects. Just as the Father is the ocean of knowledge, so he also makes you the same. You study and attain that status. The Father is the creator of heaven. Therefore, he surely gives the residents of Bharat the inheritance of heaven. He takes all the rest back home. The Father says, I have come to teach you children. To the extent that you study, you make effort, accordingly, you will receive that much status. You will become elevated to the extent that you follow Srimad. Everything depends on the efforts you make. If you wish to be seated on the heart throne of Mama and Baba, then follow the mother and father completely. Brahma, Baba, and Mama. In order to be seated on the throne, live according to their activities. Also make others equal to yourselves. Baba shows you many different methods. Sit with someone and just explain the badge well. When it is the auspicious month, which is the leap month for tapasya, fasting, Baba says, give the pictures away free. Baba gives a gift. When children receive money in their hands, they definitely think, Baba also has expenses, does he not? So they quickly send it to Baba. It is the same family. When you create an exhibition of these pictures with translights, many will come to see it. It is an act of charity. To change human beings from thorns into flowers, from sinful souls to charitable souls, is called the path of fast service. Many come when you hire a stall at an exhibition. There's less expense. You come here to buy the kingdom of heaven from the Father. So when you come, you visit any exhibition, any stall, or at the center. So Baba says you come here to claim your seat in heaven. So they will also come to the exhibition to buy the kingdom of heaven. This is a shop. Of course, here we can't buy just by giving money. We buy meaning we understand the knowledge, we understand how to make effort, and that's how we buy. And then if we voluntarily contribute, make donation, that's separate. The Father says you will receive a lot of happiness through this knowledge. Therefore, study very well, make effort, and pass fully. Only the Father sits here and gives the introduction of Himself and the beginning, middle, and end of creation. No one else can give it. Now, through the Father, you become knowers of the three aspects of time. The Father says, no one knows me accurately as I am or what I am. You are also number wise. If you knew me accurately, you would never leave. This is a study. God sits here and teaches you. He says, I am your obedient servant. Both the Father and the teacher are obedient servants. My part is definitely like this in the drama. I will then take everyone back with me, follow Srimad, and pass with honors. This study, after all, is very easy. The one who is teaching is the oldest of all. Shiv Baba says, I am not old. A soul never becomes old, but his intellect does become like stone. So, why Baba says the one who is teaching is the oldest of all? The chariot that Shiv Baba takes, which is Brahma Baba, of course, he is old, but also the soul playing part in that chariot is the oldest, right? The soul has gone through the entire cycle of 5,000 years, right? So Baba says, so this soul has gone through everything in the drama. Hmm. So that's why Baba calls him the oldest of all. So the soul doesn't get old, like physically old, aged, but the soul becomes like a stone. The intellect becomes like a stone. Mine, however, is a divine intellect. Baba says, my intellect doesn't change. That's why God is called ever pure, ever divine. That is why I come to make your intellects divine. I come cycle after cycle. I teach you countless times. Nevertheless, you will forget. There's no need for this knowledge in Golden Age. The Father explains so well. They then divorce such a father. This is why it is said, if you want to see the greatest fools, then see them here. That means those who understand this knowledge, who know the benefit, who understand, but then they don't practice or they leave the Father's hand. They even leave such a father from whom they receive the inheritance of heaven. The Father says, if you follow my directions, you will become the emperors and empresses of the world of immortality. This is a land of death. You children know that we were those same worthy of worship deities. What have we become now? Impure beggars? We will now once again become the same prince and princess. Not everyone's effort can be the same. Some break down, some become traitors. There are many such traitors. People who go and defame. They once were with the BrahmaKumaris. They used to practice this knowledge, share it with others, be so intoxicated. But then, because of some karmic account settlement with some, maybe the instrument or with other BKs, or they saw something, they understood it differently. They leave the Father's hand and they become traitors, then they start spreading wrong things. You shouldn't even talk to them. If someone asks about anything other than the aspect of this knowledge, you can understand that that one is devilish. Good company takes you across, whereas bad company drowns you. Keep the company of those who are clever in this knowledge and who are seated in Baba's heart. They will relate the sweetest aspects of this knowledge to you. Acha? To you, sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found, serviceable, faithful, and obedient children. Love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bapdada. The spiritual father says namaste to you, spiritual children, and the spiritual children say namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for dharana. Have love for the father, the one without a body and without an image. Don't let your intellect become trapped in the name and form of any bodily being. Be careful that you are not slapped by Maya. Don't keep the company of those who relate anything other than aspects of this knowledge. Make effort to pass fully. Do the service of changing thorns into flowers. Today's blessing. May you be yog-yukt and free from bondage, with the awareness of belonging to the one Father and none other. Just as in the Murli Baba said, have love for only the one. So belong to only the one Father. When I have that awareness, I become free from bondage. So may you be yog-yukt and free from bondage with the awareness of belonging to the one Father and none other. It is now the time to return home. So you must therefore become free from bondage and remain yog-yukt. To be free from bondage means to wear a loose dress, not a tight one. As soon as you receive that order, you just have to depart in a second. So the dress of this body. When I wear, so if you have ever experienced wearing a tight dress, it sticks to the body. It's like tight, holding you tight. You can't walk comfortably, you can't sit comfortably. But when you wear something loose, it's like I can take it off easily. So in the same way, if I wear the costume of this body very tight, that means when I start thinking that I am this body, that's wearing tight costume. But when I'm detached from this body, I'm wearing the costume loose. So then when it's time to go home in a second, I can leave the costume. In order to receive a blessing for the stage of being free from bondage and being yog-yukt, constantly keep this promise in your awareness, one Father and none other. Because in order to return home and go into golden aged kingdom, you have to leave your old body. So check yourself, have I become ever ready? Or are there now still some strings that are tied? That old costume is not tight, is it? Is the old costume tight? Are there invisible strings attached to this costume or to other costumes, other bodies? So check. Everything should be loose, free from bondages. Only then can I go home in 1 second. Slogan, do not eat any extra food of waste thoughts, and you will then be protected from any illness of obesity. Obesity is, people say that obesity is one of the top illnesses now in the world. Why? Because of eating junk food. Because people are not mindful of what they are eating. Whether it's overeating, indulging in extra food, indulging in junk food, all of that is waste. So junk food, waste, that will cause obesity. So the body becomes obese. And when the body becomes obese, there's no flexibility, there's weight, extra weight, so bondage, they cannot move fast, right? So that's why Baba says for the soul to not carry extra weight, extra burden, be mindful of what you're eating. So don't overeat, no junk food, Junk food or waste thoughts from, from others. What content? Nowadays, a lot of social media content. Do you think that's healthy or junk food? Maybe you can write. Is it junk food or healthy? So be very mindful of what you eat, the food for the soul. So don't indulge in any extra food or waste thoughts, and you'll be protected from the illness of obesity. Today's awake signal. The Father loves the truth most. This is why it is said in devotion, God is truth. The most loved thing is the truth, because those who are truthful are clean. They remain clean and clear. So never let go of the speciality of being truthful. The power of truth works like a lift. So, yesterday I was having a conversation with someone where it's so common in India, especially to, give bribes, right? Give someone extra money so they can just do their task fast, right? Um, so am I connected to truth there? So be very careful of being honest, being true, because the money that one earns by this means, um, it's never fruitful. So be very careful of how you're even earning the money. So be truthful, be honest, be clean. Don't look for shortcuts. Be clean in your dealings. Very important. Cha, Om Shanti. So today Baba is reminding us of the drama cycle, of how we should look at Baba and Mama, live our life like Baba and Mama, connect to the one ocean of knowledge, have the intoxication, have the enthusiasm that what am I receiving every day as Murli? Hmm? Who is teaching me every day? It's the ocean of knowledge giving me these jewels of knowledge every day, these imperishable jewels that when I imbibe them, my life gets transformed. When I connect to the ocean of knowledge, the ocean of love, I imbibe the virtues from the ocean. Baba today is telling us not to have attachment to any body, including this body. Don't have love, attachment to any physical being, including your own body. Have love for only the one Father. Look at only the one Father. What is Baba telling me? What is Baba teaching me? How can I grow? How can I make my life worthwhile? So focus on these points. Okay. So be careful of the company you keep, whether it's a physical company in terms of friends, relatives, people whom we talk to, interact with, or even the company in my thoughts, even the company of social media. That's also company now. Hmm. The phone has become our companions nowadays. So be very careful of what company am I keeping. Junk food. What is the food that I'm giving, that I'm eating? Hmm. I, the soul, I'm eating. So what content am I taking in? So very careful of all this. Okay. So let's remember Baba. Visualize yourself in the ocean. I, the soul, in the world of silence. connected to the ocean of love, the ocean of knowledge. The deeper I go in the ocean, the more jewels I receive. The ocean of love embraces me in his divine embrace, giving me the experience of unlimited, unconditional love. The love that I, the soul, have been longing for. Baba showers upon me the unconditional love. Enjoy being on the waves of this ocean. These waves caress me, bless me, nurture me. The closer I get to Baba, the more silent the waves become. There's stillness. I'm one with the ocean. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. So have a great day, enjoying the waves of the ocean of knowledge, the ocean of love. Shiv Baba. I'll see you tomorrow.